21 terrifying discoveries in Congo that terrified the whole world. The Democratic Republic of Congo, 2.3 million square kilometers of impenetrable rainforest where reality bends and nightmares walk among the living. This is where 50-foot serpents rise from rivers like ancient gods, where stones generate electricity that defies physics, and where footprints 3 feet long are carved into solid rock. But the jungle is burning. Every day, another piece of evidence vanishes into smoke and ash. Civil war, deforestation, and mining operations are destroying sites faster than science can investigate them. Dr. Karen Anderson, who recorded unexplained sounds echoing through these forests in 1998, warns, "We're losing phenomena that could rewrite textbooks. What we don't document now may be lost forever. The clock is ticking, the secrets are real, and time is running out." For over a century, explorers have emerged from Congo's depths with tales that science refused to believe. Belgian colonists, Italian adventurers, and British naturalists all documented the same impossible encounters. Creatures that shouldn't exist, phenomena that defy explanation. Now modern technology is finally revealing the truth behind their reports. What they witnessed wasn't madness, it was reality at its most terrifying. Number 21. The Quia Cave of Agonizing Death. Deep in Congo's uncharted territories lies a cave so horrifying that locals named it Quia, the Cave of Agonizing Death. In 1928, Italian explorer Attilio Gatti, a World War I veteran seeking adventure in Africa, descended into its depths and discovered a chilling scene. Human skulls and skeletons scattered among snakes and spiders, arranged in patterns that suggested ritualistic murder. Gatti's photographs show remains preserved by the cave's unique microclimate, a natural mummification process that has maintained evidence of violence for centuries. Dr. Michel Batungwanayo, a speleologist from University of Kinshasa, analyzed Gatti's documentation. The bone arrangements aren't random. The positioning suggests either systematic execution or something far more sinister. The preservation is so perfect, it's like a crime scene frozen in time. Number 20. Congo peatlands, the carbon time bomb. Beneath Congo's surface lies a geological nightmare that could accelerate climate change catastrophically. The Congo peatlands store 30 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide, more than 15 years of global fossil fuel emissions combined. These vast wetlands, covering over 145,000 square kilometers in the Cuvette Central region, represent the largest tropical peatland complex on Earth. But rising temperatures threaten to release the carbon in quantities that would make current climate projections seem optimistic. Dr. Simon Lewis from the University of Leeds warns, if these peatlands destabilize due to deforestation or climate change, the carbon release could push global warming past irreversible tipping points. We're sitting on a climate bomb. Number 19. Congo giant spiders, the dinner plate arachnids. In Congo's deepest jungles, local legends speak of jbafofai, spiders as large as dinner plates, with webs spanning several meters. For decades, scientists dismissed these as folklore, until expedition teams began documenting evidence that couldn't be ignored. Dr. Sarah Mitchell, an arachnologist from the Natural History Museum, investigated reports from multiple tribal groups. We're finding web structures with tensile strength and span dimensions that exceed any known spider species. Local accounts describe encounters with arachnids capable of ensnaring small animals. The discovery challenges everything science knows about spider evolution and size limitations. These creatures represent either an unknown species or evidence that tropical environments can produce arthropods far larger than previously thought possible. Number 18. Chimpanzee Sanctuary, Haven of Hope. Near Pointe Noire lies Chimpunga Chimpanzee Rehabilitation Center, established in 1992 by the Jane Goodall Institute. This sanctuary provides refuge for over 150 chimpanzees, victims of illegal wildfire trade and habitat destruction. But these rescued chimpanzees display behaviors that astound researchers. They demonstrate tool use, problem-solving abilities, and local structures that suggest intelligence levels previously unrecognized by science. Dr. Rebecca Atencia, who manages the sanctuary, reports, these chimpanzees show cognitive abilities that challenge our understanding of primitive intelligence. Their capacity for learning, memory, and emotional complexity rivals that of young children. Number 17. Giant creepy crawlers, the Goliath beetles. The Congo Basin harbors insects of impossible size. The Goliath beetle, reaching over 4 inches in length and weighing up to 3.5 ounces, represents one of the largest insects on Earth. But recent discoveries suggest even more massive specimens exist in unexplored regions. Entomologist Dr. Mark Williams from the Smithsonian documented beetles exceeding previous size records. We're finding specimens that push the physical limits of insect anatomy. Their size suggests environmental conditions or evolutionary pressures we don't fully understand. These giant insects thrive in Congo's unique ecosystem, but deforestation threatens to destroy their habitats before science can fully document their diversity and ecological importance. Number 16. The Whispering Tree of Lusat. In the Mbali region, near Lutu village, stands an ancient tree that defies explanation. The Lusat, estimated at over 500 years old, produces sounds that locals believe are voices of their ancestors. As wind passes through its unique bark structure and hollow chambers, the tree creates acoustic phenomena that sound remarkably like human conversation. Dr. Patricia Kowalski, an acoustic engineer from MIT, studied the tree's properties. The bark formations create resonance chambers that modulate wind patterns into complex sound sequences, Kowalski explains. But the acoustic properties produce patterns that mimic speech with remarkable accuracy. It's unlike any natural sound production we've documented. Number 15. Mountain Gorilla Chronicles, the Mightiest Giants. In the Virunga Mountains, mountain gorillas display strength and intelligence that amazed conservationists like Diane Fossey. But recent research reveals behaviors that suggest these giants possess cognitive abilities far beyond previous estimates. Andre Bauma, caretaker at the Senkwekwe Center, has documented gorillas using tools, solving complex problems, and demonstrating emotional intelligence that rivals higher primates. These gorillas show planning abilities, memory retention, and social cooperation that challenges our understanding of animal cognition, Bauma reports. They're not just strong, they're remarkably intelligent beings with complex emotional lives. Number 14. The Mountain of Gold Rush. In September 2020, villagers near Kamituga discovered gold deposits that triggered a massive rush. Thousands of locals descended on the mountain with shovels, uncovering veins of gold that captured global attention. The scenes resembled California's 1849 gold rush, as people frantically dug into the earth. But the unregulated mining created safety hazards and environmental damage that forced government intervention. Dr. Antoine Mudimbi, a geologist from the University of Lubumbashi, explains, the gold deposits suggest geological processes we don't fully understand. The concentration and accessibility are unusual for the region's geological profile. Number 13. The Rookie River Mystery. The Rookie River winds 750 kilometers through the Equator province, but its quiet waters conceal mysteries that have intrigued explorers for generations. Local legends speak of undiscovered species inhabiting its depths and surrounding jungle. Tales of Mokele Mbembe, a purported living dinosaur, center around the Rookie's remote tributaries. Numerous expeditions have sought evidence of this creature in the river's murky waters. Dr. William Gibbons, who led multiple Congo expeditions, documented unusual disturbances in the water. We've recorded movements beneath the surface that don't match known river animals. Something large inhabits these waters, something that local people have known about for centuries. Belgian pilot Remy van Liege was flying over Katanga province when he witnessed something that shattered size records. Below his aircraft, a massive snake, estimated at 50 feet long, rose 10 feet into the air before settling back to the ground. Van Liege, a World War II veteran trained in observation, managed to photograph the creature. The image showed a reticulated python, far exceeding any known species by 20 feet. Herpetologist Dr. Jennifer Rodriguez analyzed the photograph. If authentic, this represents a python specimen beyond current biological understanding. No known python species reaches this size, suggesting either undiscovered subspecies or environmental conditions that permit unprecedented growth. Number 11. The Okapi Forest Giraffe. In 1901, the Okapi was officially identified, a creature so unusual that early reports were dismissed as fantasy. The forest giraffe combines zebra stripes with giraffe anatomy, inhabiting the dense rainforests of northeastern Congo. Sir Harry Johnston, the British explorer who played a key role in its discovery, initially faced skepticism from the scientific community. The okapi's unique appearance seemed impossible until specimens proved its existence. Dr. John Lucas from the Antwerp Zoo explains, the okapi represents evolution in isolation. Its closest relative is the giraffe, despite its zebra-like markings and forest habitat. It's a living example of how Congo's isolation creates unique evolutionary pathways. Number 10. Stonehenge's Congo connection. Recent geological analysis suggests an impossible connection between England's Stonehenge and Central Africa. Fossil evidence indicates that the monolithic stones may have originated from geological formations in Congo before being transported thousands of miles. The massive stones of Stonehenge, some weighing 25 tons, show mineral compositions that match Congo Basin geology. Dr. Michael Harrison from Oxford University investigated these connections. The stone composition suggests origins in Central Africa, but the transportation mechanism remains unexplained. Harrison states, "We are dealing with either ancient trade networks far more extensive than previously imagined, or geological processes we don't understand." Number 9. Electric stones of Mongano. In 2020, a viral video from Mongano shows miners demonstrating stones that generated electrical sparks when rubbed together. These dark obsidian-like minerals produce sustained electrical current capable of powering light bulbs for 72 hours. Dr. Sarah Mukendi from the Colorado School of Mines leads international research teams investigating these phenomena. Laboratory analysis reveals metallic compounds in configurations that don't occur naturally. We are dealing with materials that generate electrical current without external power sources, Mukendi reports. The implications for energy technology could be revolutionary, but the formation process defies current understanding of geology and physics. Number 8. The Kongamato, breaker of boats. Above Congo's swamps soars a creature that locals call Kongamato, the breaker of boats. This pterosaur-like entity, with leathery wings spanning 4 to 7 feet, has terrorized river communities for generations. Explorer Frank Mellon documented encounters near Giundu swamps, collecting accounts of attacks on boats and fishermen. Witnesses describe a creature with razor-sharp teeth and aggressive territorial behavior. Cryptozoologist Dr. Bernard Heuvelmans analyzed these reports. The consistency of descriptions across multiple tribal groups suggests encounters with a real creature. The morphology matches prehistoric pterosaurs, raising questions about survival and evolution. Number 7. The mysterious 2003 footprint. Near Mokele village, a discovery in 2003 challenged paleontology textbooks. A footprint measuring over 3 feet in length, embedded in solid rock, showed 5 distinct toes and pressure patterns suggesting a creature weighing several tons. Scientists created detailed plaster casts and 3D scans of the impression. Carbon dating of the organic material within the print yielded impossible results, ranging from 12,000 to 65 million years. Dr. Robert Mackenzie from the Royal Ontario Museum states, "The morphology resembles sauropod dinosaurs, but the dating creates paradoxes we cannot resolve. Either our dating methods are flawed, or we're dealing with phenomena outside current scientific understanding." Number 6. Gabdite Village, the Versailles of the jungle. In northwestern Congo lies Gabdite, once the extravagant retreat of dictator Mobutu Sese Seko. This village became known as the Versailles of the jungle, a symbol of opulent excess built from Congo's stolen wealth. Mobutu constructed palatial buildings adorned with marble and gold, complete with an international airport capable of accommodating large aircraft. The village hosted world dignitaries and celebrities in unimaginable luxury. After Mobutu's fall in 1997, Gabdite became a monument to corruption and excess. Dr. Georges Zongola Talaja, a Congolese political scientist, explains, "Gabdite represents the plundering of Congo's resources while citizens lived in poverty. It's a physical reminder of how dictatorship devastates nations." Number 5. The Dingonek, Lake Terror. In waters near Lake Victoria lurks a creature that combines the worst features of multiple predators. The Dingonek, described as a cross between lion, bear, and leopard with a scaly fish tail, has terrorized lakeside communities for over a century. Big game hunter John Alfred Jordan encountered this beast in 1907, documented its aggressive nature and unusual anatomy. Explorer Edward Beecher Bronson recorded similar accounts from terrified fishermen. Cryptozoologist Dr. Lauren Coleman investigated these reports. The Dingonek represents either an unknown species or evidence of evolutionary adaptations we haven't documented. Local accounts span generations, suggesting encounters with a real creature. Number 4. Deadly disease outbreaks. The invisible killers. Congo battles disease outbreaks that ravage populations already weakened by conflict and poverty. The 2018 to 2020 Ebola outbreak in eastern provinces killed over 2,200 people, while measles, malaria, and COVID-19 continue claiming lives daily. These diseases thrive in conditions where medical infrastructure barely exists. UNICEF warns that children are particularly vulnerable to these invisible killers. Dr. Jean-Jacques Muyembe, who co-discovered the Ebola virus, explains, Congo's disease burden represents a humanitarian catastrophe. Limited healthcare infrastructure means treatable diseases become death sentences for thousands of people. Number 3. The giant Mokele Mbebe. In the Likuala region, local tribes speak of Mokele Mbebe, a 25-foot sauropod-like creature with a single horn that inhabits remote swamps and rivers. This living dinosaur has attracted numerous scientific expeditions seeking evidence of its existence. Researchers Roy Mackle and James Powell documented large circular depressions in jungle clearings, interpreted as potential nesting sites. Ground-penetrating radar reveals organized structures beneath these locations. We've found evidence of large creatures creating purposeful arrangements in the jungle, Powell reports. The vegetation patterns and ground disturbances suggest something intelligent is modifying these environments regularly. Number 2. The brutal cobalt mines. In Congo's southern Katanga region, cobalt mines operate under conditions that international observers describe as modern slavery. Children as young as 7 work in dangerous tunnels extracting minerals crucial for smartphone batteries and electric cars. Workers face long hours without protective equipment, exposure to toxic substances, and constant risk of tunnel collapse. Organizations like Amnesty International document widespread abuse and exploitation. Dr. Siddharth Kara, who researches modern slavery, states, "These mines represent the dark foundation of global technology. Every smartphone, every electric car battery contains cobalt extracted through human suffering in Congo." Number 1. The Mahaba River Monster. In the murky waters of the Congo River system lurks the Mahamba, a serpentine predator reported to reach 50 feet in length. This river monster has intrigued locals and terrified explorers for generations. Acoustic monitoring stations detect low-frequency calls unlike any known river species. Sonar scans track massive underwater disturbances, moving at impossible speeds against strong currents. Dr. Jennifer Walsh from Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution analyzes these recordings. We're detecting sounds that suggest something much larger than the biggest crocodiles. The acoustic signatures match local descriptions of creatures reaching extraordinary sizes. These 21 discoveries represent just the beginning of Congo's secrets. But time is running out. Deforestation claims 18 million acres annually. Mining operations destroy archaeological sites daily. Armed conflicts make remote regions inaccessible to scientific investigation. Each discovery challenges our understanding of biology, physics, and human history. The genetic evidence suggests evolution following unknown pathways. The electric stones could revolutionize energy technology. The acoustic phenomena indicate intelligence beyond current scientific recognition. Dr. Anderson's warning echoes with urgency. We're not just losing trees. We're losing libraries of biological and geological information that took millions of years to create. These phenomena may be our last chance to understand forces that could transform human knowledge. The Congo's secrets are finally emerging from shadow, just as those shadows threaten to consume them forever. The greatest discoveries in human history lie hidden in Earth's most dangerous places. We may be the last generation with the chance to find them. The jungle is calling. Time is running out. And the truth is more terrifying than anyone imagined.